Listen. 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 Listen to me. Listen to me. Anyone, listen to me. I'm being dead serious. This is not a joke. This is not a game. We're in the end game now. Anyone, freaking anyone, I mean anyone. I don't care if it's your mom, your dad, your cousin, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your auntie. Anyone. Anyone. Listen to me. Anyone. 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 Okay? Anyone telling you that this movie was good, cut them off. Cut them off. Cut them off immediately. Go in your phone and delete them. Delete them. You do not need that type of cancer in your life. Trust me. Do you want to know how to instantly make your life better? Anyone who tells you this movie was good, cut them off. Ostracize them from your social circle. Immediately. Immediately. This movie was dog shit. This movie was so bad, I would probably see The Last Jedi before I see this again. This movie was so bad, I would rather watch Rey fight again. The freaking emo dude. All right? This movie, I looked it up because I was honestly in shock. I was in shock. Like when I mean I was in shock. Like when people say they went into shock when they lose enough blood and I was in shock. I was checking my body to make sure that I hadn't been shot because this movie was killing me. This movie was killing me. Okay? Lord in heaven. This movie, they should show it to atheists. Because if you don't believe that there is a Satan, watch Venom, Let There Be Carnage, okay? If you don't believe there's a Satan, okay? I don't know about a God. Actually, don't show this to atheists because it would actually reinforce their beliefs. This movie would reinforce their beliefs. You could bring a priest. Bring a priest. You could bring the Pope John, right? Sit him down and show him the movie. And this man would take off his cap, remove his robe, be like, fuck this, I'm out of here. All right? This movie proves there is no God. You could sit Jesus down. Jesus, come here. What's up? What's going on? Sit down. I want you to watch a movie. Okay. Yeah. What movie is this? Let There Be Carnage. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I kid you not, he would probably yeet himself. He would probably go to God. God, how can you exist with a movie like this? I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I can't be your son. I can't be your son. I have to go, man. I have to go. Maybe Lucifer had it right. I can't do this anymore. I resign. This movie should not be shown in theaters. All right? This movie should not be shown in theaters. I'm not wishing for a 9/11. God forbid. Horrible. Absolutely. What happened at 9/11? Horrible. But But if movie theaters would just stop playing this, or they somehow lost the film, something, I don't know. All right? The only thing that's going to restore my faith in God is if, I don't know, the movies are flooded or something. I don't know. There has to be some type of widespread attack. I don't know. All the theaters playing Venom 2, everyone just like perishes. God forbid. So that they can't go on to tell other people about the film. That would be the most humane thing to do. Is that after you watch the movie, I was expecting, like honestly, I was expecting gas to come out and kill me. I was like, okay, I was ready for it. Do you understand? I was ready for it. As soon as the credits rolled, and they had this stupid little end credit scene, it's a nothing burger. I'm sorry, it's a nothing burger. I don't want it to happen. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I don't want it to happen. I'm sorry, I don't want it to happen. I was waiting for the toxin gas to be released in the theater. That's what I was waiting for after watching this movie. I was ready for the toxin gas to be released in the theater. Either that or Will Smith to come out and be like, I want y'all to look right here. I was looking for Will Smith, bruh. Okay? I was looking for Will Smith. I was about to call Jada Pinkett. I know she doesn't know where Will Smith is. She's probably busy doing another entanglement. But I was like, yo, listen, I need to find an MIB. Someone needs to give me the little thing and go, pfft. That's what I was waiting for, bro. I would have done it myself. Until I just was just a pile of mess and just drooling. This movie is garbage. Andy, I went to look up who was the director. Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis. Bruh. Did someone hit him in the head? I'm curious. This man had to be on drugs. He had to be on drugs. Him and the screenwriters. I was looking at him. This can't be the same team who created Venom 1. I liked Venom 1. I didn't think it was the best, but I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I was like, okay, all right, I like it. Venom 2. You see the trailer, you're Carnage. I'm like, Carnage? Carnage? This man's a psychopath, serial killer. Killed his, granny, like the mother. How are they going to do this? It was like, it had to be a rated R. But then they say, hey, we're pushing the boundaries of the PG-13. Okay, I'm thinking they turn away for kills, right? And you just see the blood splatter on the wall. That's what I'm thinking about. Okay, if that's you're pushing the boundaries of a PG-13. Okay, I'm all for that, bruh. This movie is disrespectful. Andy Serkis should be sent to prison. He should be sent to Guantanamo Bay. That's where he should be sent. All right? If there's any attorneys out there, if you can contact me, we can finally, I don't know, can we sue him for like mental angst or anxiety or something? I felt that I was assaulted in this film. This has to account for something. This man must stand trial for what he has created. He must stand trial. Everyone, the screenwriters must stand trial. Okay, we need some what is it? What's the Batman movie? Not Dark Knight, the other one, where they hold these people in trial. We need a people's court. This needs to happen. I need justice. Carnage needs justice. Venom needs justice. These characters need justice. He needs to be sentenced, okay? Forget a trial. He's guilty. Forget a trial. He's guilty. The mofo is guilty. All of the screenwriters guilty. Send them away for life. For life. For life. Do you hear me? So they can never do something like this again to another beloved character. Send them away for life. Okay, you can either be, if you stay in the United States of America, you go to jail for life. You're automatic to life sentence. Or you can be a citizen of Canada, of China, North Korea, Afghanistan. I don't care where you go. You're not staying in this country. That movie was un-American. That was a terrorist attack. That's what that movie was. That is, if you want to know the clear sign of domestic terrorism, look no further than Venom, Let There Be Carnage. That was a domestic terrorist attack. The country is under attack. Look at this hat. Look at the hat. The country is under attack. Lord in heaven. Anyone saying this film was good or they enjoyed it, they need to seek medical attention. They need professional help. Okay? I'm being honest with you here. This movie was absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. I don't know what they were thinking, what they were smoking, what they were taking, what they were doing. Okay? But clearly these people were possessed. This film plays out like the screenwriters were POWs. Like the Taliban forced them to make this movie. Hey, you're gonna make a movie. Okay, what movie? Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Okay. But you're gonna make it really bad. Why would I do that? You're gonna do that to piss off the Americans. Oh, okay, I'll make it really bad. That's what this movie plays out to be. Bruh. This is the craziest thing ever, bro. This is the craziest thing ever. This movie is a comedy. And I use the term comedy lightly because comedy implies or at least suggests that the film is humorous. Funny in certain scenarios. This movie is not funny. This movie is not funny whatsoever. Like the whole establishment. Cars, bruh, Cletus Cassidy. What they do, I understand Andy Serkis directed this, and you can tell to extent. Because anytime Carnage, the CGI Carnage is on screen, amazing. Amazing. Beautiful. Looks amazing. Time for Carnage. Amazing. Love it. Love every second of him being on screen, of Carnage being on screen. Okay? I love that. Everything else besides the CGI, dog poop. Actual dog. Actually, I feel there may actually be more nutrients. Something in dog poop. I don't, depending on what your dog ate, that actually may be more valuable than this film. I'm just thinking about, I'm like, depending on what your dog ate, it could be used as fertilizer, possibly for the earth. This film is worse than dog poop. If someone said, hey, we're gonna have you watch Venom, Let There Be Carnage, or we're gonna give you a bag of dog poop that you have to walk around with, I would say, give me the dog poop. If you have any respect for Carnage and the fight scene, someone please explain me how the fight scene in the first one is more brutal than a fight scene between Venom and Carnage. Ow! Ow! How do you screw this up so royally? How do you do this? Someone tell me how. How? I don't understand. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. This is domestic terrorism. The extent of the fight scene is Venom being pinned up. He's pinned up. Bruh, this movie is dog poop. It's absolute dog poop. Carnage. What Carnage does he do? This is like, I don't know. When they mean PG-13, this is not PG-13. This is PG like freaking 10. Okay? They should just erase PG-13 and make it G, honestly. They should just turn it into a G. Forget PG-13. For what? Just make it a G, bruh. This is like a soft G. We'll do that. There needs to be another rating. A soft G. This is PG. That's what it is. It's not PG-13. This is PG, bruh. Okay? This is what this movie is. Carnage. The audacity to call this Let There Be Carnage. There is no carnage, bruh. God. And the little story between Cletus Cassidy and this chick. What the what? What? What on earth? What is this? What is this? And we won't even get into the Venoms. Bruh, I kid you not. They have Venom at like a masquerade party. They have Venom. I thought it was Photoshop the first time I saw it, because I saw it. I didn't know it was a leak. I thought somebody had Photoshopped. I was like, damn, that's a pretty good Photoshop, right? They have Venom at this party, bro. Because apparently Eddie Brock and Venom have split off. Like, it's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. So. That Venom at a party, bro. He's talking about how he wants to be free and he had him in the closet or hiding him. Eddie was hiding me. I just want to be free and everyone wants to be free. This movie is an example of domestic terrorism. Andy Serkis is a domestic terrorist. The screenwriters, I think they should all be labeled as domestic terrorists. All of them should be on the no-fly list. This movie was so dumb. And it's just like, hey, we got to stop this guy. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. Blah, blah, blah. Come on, we got to do it. Oh, okay. That's all it takes? That's it? Okay, a split second? This movie felt like it was rushed. Because the intro feels rushed. Everything about this movie is just bad. Just bad. 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 The only good part was the CGI. They made Carnage look amazing. They made him look amazing. Everything else was horrid, bruh. Was horrid. Horrid. Fight scene. You're thinking, okay, finally, we're gonna get a big fight scene, Venom Carnage, right? We're gonna get some ripping, right? Even in the first fight scene, right? In Venom 1, where he's ripping, rips him out of the symbiote. Something. This is Carnage we're talking about. This guy's Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. This is the time where you really go all out. Trash, bro. Trash. Gets to the point where Venom, not to spoil too much, but it gets to a point, like, I don't know, I felt like Tom Hardy, like, voiced this in over the phone or something. Like, I don't understand. He's like, hey, they're not together. They're not a team. Because Cletus, I'm not gonna spoil. I don't even know how you can spoil this. I really don't. Like, spoiling this would suggest that you're actually gonna see this, or would suggest that there's some anticipation behind this film. There shouldn't be any. There should be none. But for the sake of those who may be drooling right now, okay, for the mentally challenged out there, I'm not going to spoil it for you. For some reason, Cletus Cassidy and the Carnage symbiote, they're at odds, right? And Venom, who just got his ass handed to him, is like, hey, look, Eddie Brock is like, hey, they're not together, they're not a team or whatever. He's like, but we're a team. We're a team, Venom. We're a team. And this is where he gets his energy. Blah. Let me go stop Carnage. Bruh, this movie is the epitome of goofy. This movie, it's not even corny, right? There's certain corny stuff in it. This movie is goofy. Straight goofy, bruh. Goofy. Like the first one, it was a little corny here and there. There's some funny parts. This, they were like, oh, Venom and Carnage? How do we make this a comedy? They're honestly, there may be a few minutes off from like slapstick humor. Just, I was waiting for like some Three Stooges stuff. Oh, my eyes. Oh, it's like, stupid, bro. The first one didn't have as much humor as comedy or whatever they were trying to do. I don't know what they were trying to do as this one did. And it felt forced. It was like, this isn't funny. This is dumb. And it just didn't make any sense. And it was just like, wait. This movie is bad. That's really all I have to say. The movie is bad. It's really, really, really bad. The story is trash. The story is trash. There is no story. Cletus Cassidy, right? You see it in the trailer. Bites him. Gets the Carnage symbiote. Like the worst thing he does. I'm trying to think of the worst thing that Cletus Cassidy does. I don't know. He takes a car and throws it off the bridge. We don't hear anyone going, ah. We just see a car. That's it. It's just random stuff. Like another part goes into a 7-Eleven, punches the guy, kicks him, stomps him out to use his laptop. What? Somehow accesses highly, I don't know, just high intelligence files to discover his love interest. He has a love interest in this film. And it's just dumb. It's dumb, and it's poor writing, poor acting. Venom and Eddie Brock, this whole divorce thing where it's like, oh, they're having a problem with the relationship. Like, it's just bad. It's overall bad. It's like when someone tells a joke and then they constantly are like, do you get it? Do you get it? It's like, I get it, but it's just not funny. It's like when someone overstays their welcome. You know, when you invite friends or maybe family over and they're just there watching TV or something. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm tired. I think I'm gonna go to bed. And that's like your hint to let them get out of my place, and they don't understand. That's what this movie is like, where it's like, we get it. We get it. We get it. Imagine the lobster scene in Venom 1, but that being the entire movie. That's the tone of this movie. And the tone is all over the place. Because you're talking about this serial killer who put a hairdryer in his mom's freaking bathtub. Right? You have this serial killer. Right? And then they try to feign some sympathy for him at the end. You didn't tell that I was abused by my grandma and by my mother, and that's why I did those things. It's just a throwaway line. They have this dark character combined with the slapstick of Venom and Eddie Brock. It's a monstrosity. It's a monstrosity. It's all over the place. You have Ravencroft. And then you have this dumb stuff, like him on a motorcycle. There's certain shots like, what? Every time he's on the motorcycle, he's got to do a wheelie. I'm just like, what? What is this? What is this? And then we go from as far as this guy who's a nobody who repairs his career, right? He repairs his career, and he's like still in the same place. I'm like, this now famous and established journalist, why is he still in the same crappy place? I just what? I don't what. And then the whole banter. You remember in Venom 1 where like Venom would say something and it would be funny? Weirdo. Or like, oh yeah, when he's like, just jump out. And he's like, he's like, pussy. It's like that times 10. It's like you're overdoing it. And the lines that he's delivering aren't funny. The movie is horrible. The movie is absolutely horrible. Anyone who says this film is good, they liked it, anything around that ballpark, oh, it wasn't that bad. was all right. It was good for what it was. If they like this more than Venom 1, ostracize them. Delete, unsubscribe, unfollow, whatever you have to do. I don't know what it is, but you cannot trust them. You cannot trust them. If they like this more than Venom 1, you can't trust them. They are working with terrorists. All right? That's my guess. I don't know for certain, but anyone who says they liked this movie, enjoyed it, wasn't that bad, liked it better than Venom 1, there's a high likelihood that they are working with terrorists, that they're domestic terrorists. There's a high likelihood, okay? If I had my choice, all right, what I would do is I would ask people, hey, did you see Venom 2? No, absolutely not. Okay, did you see Venom 2? Yeah, I loved it. And I say, step aside, sir. There's that line. You go in that line. All right? They should be put on the no-fly list. Okay? Police, we need the FBI, the CIA, whatever. These people need to be purged. We need to be on guard at all times. Okay? There should be like a sign. I don't know, some type of symbol that we brand on their skin. Okay, they have to wear a badge or something that they can't remove. So maybe a brand on their skin with V2. That lets me know, okay, this person has low cognitive abilities, right? Where's it's like, okay, got you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ask you that question. Let me ask that person over there. This movie is just so bad, bro. This movie is so bad. It's so bad, and I don't want to. Listen, I don't want to rain on anyone's parade and spoil the film because I know it officially comes out tomorrow. This movie was really bad. That's all I can say. If you think you should be laughing in a Let There Be Carnage film, if you think there should be slapstick, if you think Carnage, Venom should be going to parties. I just want to let people know Eddie tried to hide me. If you think that's funny, then chances are you're mentally retarded. And you will probably have a blast with this film. You'll probably have a blast with this film. Okay? You honestly will. Not gonna lie. If you think the whole little banter between Venom and Eddie and multiply that by 100, if you want to see an entire scene like that, like a good, 30 minutes maybe? 15 possibly? Of a scene of them going at it? If you think that's funny, chances are you may be drooling right now because your caretaker is using the bathroom, but good news, you'll enjoy Venom Let There Be Carnage. There is an upside to this, okay? There is light at the tunnel, at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully for me, it's a train. For you, it may be Venom Let There Be Carnage. All right? I'm sorry. Someone who loves Spider-Man, big fan of Spider-Man, right? Based off of what I saw with Venom and Carnage, I don't want Venom to fight Spider-Man. I don't want Venom to fight Spider-Man because Tom Holland's Spider-Man is trash already. And this has nothing to do against the actor, has to do with how he's written. If Tobey Maguire we replaced Tobey Maguire with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, right, or with Tom Holland, it would still be trash. It would still be trash. Okay? Because it's how he's written. So him being written how he is, oh man, I don't want to save the world. I just want to hang out with MJ. Oh man, come on, Tony. You're not even in the suit, man. I was just trying to save them. I was just trying to be, Spider-Man. He reminds me of Morty from Rick and Morty. That's his Spider-Man. If Morty were to be bitten by a radioactive Spider-Man, that would be Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Come on, man. I don't want to save the world. Come on, like Mr. Stark. I don't know, man. Can I just be, I just want to just hang out with MJ and just, be a regular kid. I mean, all these superpowers are just, it's not my thing, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't want to be Spider-Man. My spider tingle it doesn't work always. It's just, I don't know, man. That would be his Spider-Man. So combine that with this dumb, corny, jokey Venom, and we have a recipe for disaster. A recipe for disaster. I pray that doesn't happen. I pray that doesn't happen. Okay? Maybe if they're in talks of it, maybe the deal falls through. Something where that doesn't happen. Because I will lose it. Okay? I will go postal. If I were to see what they did with Venom and Carnage, with Venom and Spider-Man, I'll lose it. I'll completely lose it. I'll probably be Daffy. Okay? You'll have to put me in an asylum. Because I'll be 5150. I'll be 5150, okay? If they do what I saw with Venom and Carnage, I won't be able to handle it. My psyche will crack. Bruh. Don't tell me to check the post-credit scene. I was there. I saw the movie. Okay? I don't know, man. It's all bad. I'm trying to think what would be, if someone put a gun to my head and said, hey, Lucas, you got to say something good. What was the best scene in Venom, Let There Be Carnage? I may have to take the bullet. I may have to bite the bullet because even the wig on Eddie Harrison's it's bad. It's all bad. I'm trying to think. The best thing about it would be the CG. The CG on Carnage, they have got that character to a T. Awesome. And this is the last of him. I don't know if that counts as a spoiler, but this is it. This is how they use this character to do nothing. To do absolutely nothing. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Just maybe the good part, maybe a funny part, an actual genuine funny part, maybe, but it's in the trailer, so no spoiler. Maybe when he shakes his hand, his girlfriend or the girl he's invested in, he shakes his hand and then smacks him. But even still, like, his reaction is like, hey, what? We're gonna have to do some serious counseling after this. It's just slapstick. It's corny, bro. It's making a mockery of everything. Imagine if they made Wolverine, but he was like a cool dude, or like he was like some emo dude or something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to think of imagine Wolverine, but he didn't like but instead of claws, they gave him a fork, right? That's the equivalent of this. Instead of Wolverine having claws, they gave him forks, right? That's what he would have. He'd have 3 forks coming through. And instead of like, I'm the best at what I do, he would just want to be friends with everyone. He was a friendly Wolverine, right? He didn't want to kill. He despised killing. Oh, I hate it. I can't stand it. I just want to be your friend. That's what this movie is. I imagine that. Wolverine, he has forks for his claws and just wants to make friends. He just wants to make friends. Magneto, you know what? I'm not here to stop you. Why don't you like me, man? Why don't you like me? All right, I'm a cool guy. I got adamantium forks. Just like, I feel like we can all be friends here. Like Professor X, Professor Xavier, he's a cool guy. That's would be the equivalent of this movie. That would be the equivalent of this movie. A complete bastardization. A complete bastardization. This movie is disgusting, bro. This movie is disgusting. They should pull it from the theaters. I'm honestly traumatized. I honestly am gonna have to seek counseling. I'm gonna have to seek counseling. Thanks, Andy Serkis. Thank you for all the writers. Thank you. You have permanently damaged me. I am damaged. I'm damaged goods now. Okay? I'm gonna have to seek counseling to somehow find a way to cope through this horrific movie.